What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. And Sunday night it is indeed. It is a summer Sunday. The girls are feeling rough. The
girl's down bad.
Yeah,
Fran is down bad.
Astronomically
bad.
Look
awful.
You don't look
terrible,
awful,
but it's
you look
up there.
Down bad.
I am hungover. I woke up, my eyes were swollen shut to the point where I was like, I look like I got stung by a bee on both eyelids. I have got this mark on my face.
Show people the mark.
I'm just like, I know, and I'm like trying to hide it because it's like my side angle is just not good. But I don't know what happened. Like I scratched myself.
You were getting rowdy out there.
You were
getting rough and rowdy. It's summertime.
It's the Jersey Shore. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen to the Jersey Shore. I've never even been to the Jersey Shore, which is
it's a damn shame.
I know. Can you take me one time?
Yeah, I can take you.
One time. Take me to the Jersey Shore. God damn
This is the thing. My entire life of going to the Jersey Shore has always been me just mooching off my friends. Because I don't really I don't have a spot down there, but my friends do, so I'm always just inviting myself to my friends.
Well, maybe we can just invite both of ourselves.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That'll be the move. But otherwise, how was your weekend besides being down? Listen, I just want to warn everyone. I feel like every Sunday going into Monday going forward, you may be down
this
bad.
is officially this is officially summer Sundays, and normally down bad, it might equal it could rival my football Sundays when we would record and I would just be in a bad state.
It's heading there, but I'm hoping to join you. Also, I have terrible allergies. My allergies are what's making me down bad. I'm not even hungover. Unfortunately, I wish I was.
Yeah.
You know when sometimes you see people hungover, and you're like, you know what? Sometimes you love a good hangover. Unfortunately, I'm not hungover, but my allergies are attacking me like a motherfucker. They're crazy. I woke up this morning, same thing as you.
Yeah.
But it's the allergies, not as fun.
Oh, mine was alcohol.
Yeah, yours was alcohol.
Mine was alcohol.
And that's completely
100%.
fine. We support that
but
wholeheartedly.
No, it was nice. Birthday was one of my good friends' birthdays. We did a little pontoon boat situation. That was very, very fun. Just felt good to be dancing on the open air, open seas.
Dancing and singing.
Yeah. And we played that song.
To the groove and just when it hit me, somebody turn around. That's a great song to play on a boat like that.
Oh, we listened to it.
Because you were dancing and singing and moving.
What about Dancing in the Moonlight? Another great one.
I legitimately can't listen to that song anymore because...
Oh, what was your alarm, right? Or your ringtone, or what was it?
Oh my God, it was everything to me. That song, Dancing in the Moonlight, was legit. At some point in my life, I thought I was going to marry this kid. And you know, when you just make up things in your head, I was like, I'm definitely going to marry this kid. And then he's going to propose to me to Dancing in the Moonlight on the beach. And my whole family's going to be there. And then I made Dancing in the Moonlight my alarm clock.
Okay, that's what it was. Yeah.
Then I mean, it ruined it for
me.
You
can't make a song.
No, I know.
Like your alarm clock.
No.
I loved the song. Yeah. But it's... I made my alarm clock, unfortunately.
That works for a little bit, and then you're gonna hate the song. I got another tattoo this weekend. Also.
Oh, you did do that. Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't even see it. What is wrong with me? Oh my God, Franny.
I know.
I'm turned on right now.
Yeah.
That looks cool. That is bigger than I thought it would be. It's cool as fuck.
Thank you.
I like holding your foot like that.
Thank you very much. It is not my area code. I got so many messages of people being like, sick area code tattoo. I'm like, not my area code. But if you simple Google search area there, which I did before because I was like, oh God, I hope 736 doesn't exist as an area code. It doesn't.
Oh, thank God.
So that's good. But my siblings and I, brother, sister, we went to get it because my parents are selling the house we grew up in, like I've talked about before. So that is the number of our house.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's fun.
What was the pain level compared to the other one? Worse.
Not even close. Not even the same stratosphere. This hurts so fucking bad.
Really?
Gia this is Gia's fourth tattoo, and she afterwards was like, why the fuck did that hurt so much?
Is it on your bone? Is that what?
It kind of is, but Gia has one in the same spot on her other ankle. But I think it's because it's also just like an outline.
Mm-hmm.
With this one, it's like a number that he filled in.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Because I
feeling.
feel like your tattoo's kind of like that. Like it was filled in a little bit, and like when they start to like zzz, like
it was
go
on my
in
back
and,
though, but it didn't hurt.
Oh,
well, I feel like that's definitely on like a bone more than your back.
For sure.
No, it hurt. I mean, my brother got his on his arm, and he also was like, "That really fucking hurts."
Damn. You guys are making me want a tattoo just to feel the pain.
Yeah, was there any ounce of you that was like this? I like the pain.
No. No.
It's a good question.
Because like I think Pete Davidson, like people say like they just get tattoos because they like
they're addicted to the
feels. I could see you getting to that point.
Yeah.
For me, no, I was laying there like, holy shit, this actually really fucking hurts.
You really made me want another one. Like I think I'm gonna go soon.
Yeah.
Except I have two in my mind. My cousin Fran, she wants to get one with me that is like a bow tie pasta shape.
Okay.
And
farfalle?
Yes. Yes. And I wanted to get something. I would never put the pasta shape on my wrist.
Yeah.
I wanted to get something on the opposite wrist. Because we have a lightning bolt on one of them, and I wanted to get something else on the other one.
Weren't you gonna get a Harry Styles thing?
I've put that out of it.
I've
axed that because I'm glad I waited honestly on that, because they say you should really wait like almost a year. You should. This is what they say to do: draw your tattoo, put it in front of you somewhere in your house, and look at it every day for a year. And if you still want it after that, you should get it. That's not something I would do.
Yeah,
but it's been like over a year of me thinking I wanted that as a tattoo, and I'm so over it, and I'm so happy I didn't do that.
Yeah. Not over Harry Styles.
No, not over Harry Styles.
No, but
just
the watermelon.
I wanted a whole. I
Didn't
had
you want
so many.
she?
Yeah, there's so many different ideas.
Right, and then
cherry,
it was then you had the watermelon and the sugar
then the
cube.
watermelon, the sugar cube. I want those on my fingers, and I'm so glad I didn't do any of that.
Yeah,
but I want like a lion tattoo.
Yeah.
But maybe like a cute one, maybe like an outline of a cute little lion on my wrist.
Emoji line.
Yeah, like the emoji line is cute.
Yeah,
but also a lion at the same time.
But that's where it gets hard though, because when it's just the outline, like if it's just black, sometimes it doesn't translate. Like you almost would like potentially need to get that colored.
Would you ever get a Norman tattoo?
Of like a hot dog, a weenie? Like an outline of
a hot dog with legs?
And
just like in honor of Norman.
Yeah, like an outline of a wiener dog.
Maybe,
that would be really
or his
cute.
name, or like,
that would be very cute.
I wouldn't get his name because
Norman would just sound like she had like an old man's name tattooed on her body.
I have like a great Uncle Norman, and
yeah.
That just seems wrong.
Yeah,
but that's a good call. That is and that would fit.
That would actually be right. That would be a good one right there.
But the lightning bolt and the lion, the energy matches.
The energy does match. Yeah.
The wiener dog and the lightning does not match.
I don't know. I kind of like that pair.
So I like the pairing. I do.
I like the outline of the lion emoji because I once thought to myself, if someone were to ask you how you would describe yourself as an animal, how would you describe yourself?
You're a lion.
Sensitive lion.
Sensitive lion.
That's why my phone case is a lion but pink, because I feel like I'm a sensitive lion and not a full lion.
See, this is like a lot. Oh. What about this guy?
Show me. People can't see. We're gonna put it up on the YouTube.
But I actually never mind. I don't think I like that.
What? I don't want like a ferocious. Yeah, I think that's cute, but I just don't know. Zoom in on it a little bit.
I just like can't tell if I would be like, ooh, I can totally tell that that's
a lion.
A lion, you know?
It just looks like a cute little animal.
Yeah. Wait.
I don't know. I think that's cute.
I like lions or tigers.
I gotta go lion. I can't switch up on a tiger.
Lion. No, I know.
Oh, zoomed in, it's better.
I think that would be cute.
That's cute. Yeah, I like that. That's cute.
Right here?
Right there.
Okay.
Lion power.
We'll look into it.
Oh, man. But of course, like, you posted and you get your family's reaction. I talked to my mom and the Mimas.
Can we just say that Laura Mariano is fucking ruthless?
Yeah, no.
I appreciate your mom's honesty so much, but she's brutally honest.
She's not a fan of tattoos. That's fine. A lot of parents aren't. Some are fine. Some don't. She's not really a fan. But it was, I didn't even tell you this. Mima called my mom and was like, on Francesca's dainty ankle. I literally was cracking up because my mom was sending us quotes from like the conversation of like, this is what she said. I was like, Francesca's dainty. I was like, oh my God, my dainty ankle, really?
You're
smart
precious,
forever. My dainty ankle.
Precious virgin ankles.
It's like, oh God, I just can't deal.
I mean, it is a little badass, Franny. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
2 tattoos.
2.
That's more than.
Or are you going to get more?
No, I have no desire at the current moment.
I feel like you are going to. Like, you got 2 in 1 year, basically, right?
No.
When did you get the lightning bolt?
I mean, we got this in 2019.
Oh.
Over 2 years ago.
You're still young.
I'm still time.
I could potentially see another one down the line, but I don't have like anything in my mind right now that I'm like, ooh, I would really want that. I did think potentially I would do a Deathly Hallows, which I love because, you know, my pop socket.
Yeah.
But
you would never get
but then I feel like the lightning bolt and the Deathly Hallows is like maybe too many Harry Potter-esque tattoos. Like, I know the lightning bolt isn't, but people would see the Deathly Hallows and then see the lightning bolt and be like, wow, real big Harry Potter fan, huh?
Or like you're in a cult of some sort.
Yeah.
The lightning bolt plus the triangle looking thing.
Yeah.
She's in the Illuminati.
What did you say? Dogs?
For your dogs.
No.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, I love my dogs, but like I don't really know what. Like, I like the more minimal looking tattoos, and I don't really know what I would like unless I got their names. But I don't know. I feel like getting your dog's name is a weird tattoo.
It is.
No offense to anyone out there who has their dog's name tattooed on their body, but like just that because I think immediately people assume it's a person.
Right, and then you have to explain, no, it's my dog.
Right, you're like, oh, why do you have Lola tattooed on your arm? You're like, oh, it's my dog.
Lola would be just a cool tattoo in general. The name.
Yeah. I mean, Lola and Flo are both great cool tattoo names.
Yeah,
like just
cool
like
names.
aesthetically very pleasing.
Very.
Or you could just, or I could do Flola because we do when we do talk about them, we combine them.
I don't like Flola.
I think if you had both those
No.
names, no one would be like, "What are those?" Like,
be like
who are they?
Think they're like your grandmas, Lola and Flo.
Like,
yeah, but it's
sisters
not,
that
at least
passed
it's not
away.
like a guy's name.
No, but I don't have any interest in that currently. Maybe
she's just got one. Let's slow our roll.
Yeah.
We don't.
And I kid you not, guys. This one really fucking hurt. Where I was like, I don't really need to do this again anytime soon.
We don't want to ruin any
Frank
more of
guys,
Fran's dainty ankles and her dainty wrists. She is very dainty everything. We don't want to ruin that. I might get drunk this week and go get that tattoo though.
Yeah,
who's gonna stop me? Nobody. All right, let's get into the topics for today's show. By the way, we will be
email
doing
this tattoo to you guys right now.
Yeah, we will be doing trivia on Mondays going forward. So not today because we just decided that it's going to be on Monday. So no trivia this week, but we will be back on Mondays with trivia, and then trivia will be on Mondays going forward.
So we'll probably anyone who's looking to sign up, it'll probably be Thursday that we're recording.
Yes, we're probably going to record trivias on Thursdays.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
also, you should tell people to look out tonight for that LA video because we're putting out.
To be honest, forgot about it.
I totally forgot about that.
I think it's good though.
Also,
it's just like a fun like.
I also was laughing at Noah's Instagram story of like, "Hey, who wants to see the LA video?"
Just trying to hype the people up.
I thought that was hilarious too because you want to know why he put that up there because he thinks nobody wants to see it. Meanwhile, people want to see behind the scenes.
He's like literally like, "Damn, I really got to finish editing this thing."
Also, I want to check out that video before you put it up.
Yes.
Yeah, you can. There's nothing in there.
I laughed so hard at that story because I was like, Noah definitely doesn't want to put this video out. And was like just seeing if there's anybody out there who actually wants to watch it.
Hilarious. We're going to check that out after. But yeah, look out on the YouTube, guys.
Maybe.
Yeah,
who knows? He might decide not to.
Like and subscribe and watch because Noah needs to know that people care about this or else.
For sure.
I mean, it's coming out. It's coming out.
Oh, and one more thing because I'm saying how badly the pain was here. I'm going to put something on the table and it's really going to... This is what saves you after going through a painful experience like that. Bam!
Yeah.
The 3 Chi gummies.
Sure does.
Just going to hold these up. These are the watermelon flavors.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Not only does it help with that, but it also like... I'm taking this probably home with me because, like I said, great for a Sunday night.
Absolutely.
Going into the week.
Watermelon flavor.
Mm-hmm. They taste like great. They're just very delicious, these little 3 Chi gummies. And they're the Delta 8 THC. So you can get them shipped to you. It's so easy to get. we have so much in the office, so I don't even know, but it's like a legal version of THC, and it's a more functional alternative to marijuana. It gives a great buzz, body feel, clearer head, less anxiety and paranoia. So for me, you guys, I'm not really a big marijuana gal. But
okay,
I do
Mom.
I know, Mima. But I do love the 3 Chi gummies, because especially on a Sunday night when you're just like, oh God, another week. It's just, it relaxes you, calms you down. It's great. You can get them online at 3chi.com. That's number 3chi.com. You got to be 21 to purchase. Remember, it's not CBD. It is psychoactive, so it will give you a buzz. So please use it responsibly. Go to 3chi.com to shop their Delta 8 vapes, gummies, tinctures, oils, and you can use code OFFICE at checkout to receive 5% off your order. So once again, that's code OFFICE at checkout at 3chi.com to receive 5% off your order. Okay,
let's get into today's topics. We got the TikTok versus YouTubers fight. Bryce Hall, Austin McBroom. You know, everybody was talking about that. ARod was seen out with his ex-wife, Housewife, and The Hustler comes out today, but Us Weekly gave a great breakdown that we're going to go through, and we have a whole bunch of Kardashian news. We're just like throwing the ball into one topic.
Just like, where in the world were the Kardashians this weekend?
We got to cover it all. There's
Mondays. Always, I feel like on Monday.
Yeah, a lot going on, so we're going to cover all of that, but first we're going to start off with the YouTube TikTok fight. This past weekend, there were a lot of fights going on, first of all. Big
fight weekend.
2 weekends in a row. Because did we even talk about...
it's never ending at this point.
Did we even talk about Logan Paul and Mayweather? No, because that was on Sunday, and then we recorded before that. Yeah. So that was last weekend. Then this weekend, the Nate Diaz fight was last night, but then we also had the YouTubers versus the TikTokers fight, which I think we were all waiting for. I have to be completely honest.
Two very different caliber events.
Two totally different. I mean, you saw some celebrities going to the Nate Diaz fight. You saw Bieber.
Right. Bieber's at UFC.
Yeah, UFC, and then you got God knows who at the TikTok YouTuber.
Were there any like celebrities in the crowd at that fight? I didn't see any.
There had to have been. I
feel like people low-key wouldn't want to be seen going to that.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I don't think they did.
I only saw Brianna being like, I want to watch, but I don't want to actually be there.
She didn't go to the fight, but she went out after.
Yeah.
But we were obviously waiting for the main event, Bryce Hall versus Austin McBroom. Listen, and then special shout out to Vinny Hacker. If you follow TikTok, he won. Taylor Holder, that was called a tie, even though the other guy clearly won. That was crazy. And then Bryce Hall and Austin McBroom. Bryce Hall just got absolutely fucking swept across the floor. Like, he just got knocked around like a bobblehead. It was unbelievable.
It was amazing.
I don't think I've ever seen no one so happy before.
He was just so giddy about that.
It was just fun to watch.
So the clips on Twitter had me dying. Like the screenshot photos of him, just like, it looked like he looked like he was wearing a wig and it was getting blown off his head. Like that's the reaction you were getting in some of these moments as he was getting thrown backwards. There is some, like, it's just part of boxing. Like there's some sweet, weird, like, sensation when you're watching a guy that everybody like kind of has some disdain for, just like, who seemed so cocky going into the match, just absolutely get annihilated. Like, you're like, oh, you talked so much game for months, and then just got embarrassed.
Yeah, I don't know much about Austin McBroom, so I don't really want to like defend Austin McBroom at all, because I know nothing about him. But
people don't like him, right?
Yeah,
like,
I don't think people like him, and people obviously don't like Bryce Hall. Yeah. My whole issue with Bryce Hall is that for a little bit, I kind of respected the Sway kids. Like, I liked Bryce Hall because I was I remember. Yeah, but I'm talking. I'm going to tell you why I did. Because I was like, you know what? These kids, they really don't care at all because they're making so much money and they're just fucking playing everybody on the internet. But then it got to a point where I was like, I do not fuck with this kid because he puts on such a tough guy act and really isn't that tough. Like, when he got so sensitive about Dave and all that stuff on BFFs, I was like, okay, this is just a major, like, screaming.
He also did the same thing where, like, when the whole Dave thing happened, all of a sudden he just, like, was okay with it. Like, and then yesterday when he lost, he immediately was like, wow, you impressed me. Like, great fight. Like, just like he didn't talk shit.
But I actually liked that part.
I mean, that's the only way.
Yeah, because if he would have kept talking shit after, I'd have been like, all right.
Well, there's
pack it up, Bryce.
but like he doesn't have another option yet.
Yeah,
like you got to be a humble loser at that point.
Right, he just got absolutely knocked around.
I don't really like the way he also goes about everything with Addison Rae. I like Addison Rae, and I just feel like constantly
there's a lot of things that add up about Bryce Hall that I do not fuck with.
Yeah.
So for a little bit I was like, yeah, you know what, those Sway kids, they're getting it. And then it was like, all right, Bryce Hall has to be knocked around, and that he was. Maybe it'll humble him a little bit. Who knows?
It's gotta.
I mean, when it comes to those kids, like I really
even close.
I really like Josh. Like I think Josh is great. If you watch BFFs, I think Josh is great. I feel like Griffin seems okay too, even though everyone went after him after the whole Dixie thing. I'm like, Griffin doesn't seem bad. Right. Griffin seems like a nice kid. When it comes to Bryce Hall and Taylor Holder, it's tough. It's tough. I just can't be rooting for those two 100%. I respect their
Taylor?
game. He just pisses me off. I don't even know why.
I didn't know if there was a certain reason.
No, that's immature of me. But I like Charlie Jordan, his ex-girlfriend, and they might be fine. You know, I'm not picking sides here, but I just get like
he went the other way where he was like trying to say he won. Yesterday.
Yeah, I get douche chills. You know, it sends shivers down my spine seeing the way they act sometimes, and that might be immature of me to judge them off of that, but. Sometimes I just can't handle
Noah
it.
Beck.
Yeah, Noah Beck seems like a sweetheart.
He's always like just showing respect for his queen.
Yeah,
Pixie,
he
which
seems
I
like
love.
a sweetheart. I got no problem with those kids, but I think that Bryce Hall needed to be knocked around, and that he was. And also just the people, Austin McBroom walking out, he looked like an idiot because he couldn't put his hood up. He couldn't keep his hood up, and then he was slipping all over the place. So people were tweeting like, Austin McBroom's slipping and falling. He looks like an idiot. That he did, but he did not look like an idiot in the ring. Yeah, he was just punch after punch. The ref, my favorite part of the whole thing, the ref, when he was given Bryce's 8 count, he said, shut the fuck up, because Bryce wouldn't stop talking. And you literally heard him say, shut the fuck up. The ref was having absolutely none of it. But I do think it was the right thing by Bryce after to be like, respect to you or whatever. Because he couldn't say
choice.
And he had no choice.
It was funny when he tried to act like
else.
shocked at the end of the fight when he was just like, had blood all over his
face. Oh my God,
he
was. If they would have kept that fight going, he seriously would have gotten really hurt.
Yeah.
It was kind of the same after Logan Paul and Mayweather. Like, Logan Paul walking out to the fight, and I've said this a billion times. I really used to hate Logan Paul and Jake Paul. Now I just hate Jake Paul. I kind of fuck with Logan. I think he's smart. I think that he's really turned himself around. He was giving off major obnoxious vibes walking out, obviously. But then afterwards, he gave so much respect to Floyd, and you're just like, okay, that's the way you got to go about it.
He was good. Logan was also good on BFFs.
Yes.
Austin McBroom kind of like alluded to trying to fight Jake Paul after he won. Like,
the alleged tire slash.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't even think Jake Paul has to fight Austin McBroom
he
at
doesn't,
this point.
but that would be a good fight. Like,
it would, but I think Jake Paul is on another level now.
Yeah, like I think he's almost too
good.
Not too good, but too big.
I just think that him fight, like he's only gonna fight people where him winning like really benefits him, and I just don't really like fighting Austin McBroom. I think does nothing for him.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody
Tommy
really
Fury
cares.
Would be better.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I don't care about a Jake Paul Austin McBroom fight in the slightest.
No.
I think people cared about the Austin McBroom Bryce Hall fight because people wanted to see if Bryce Hall was going to get knocked out or if he was going to knock Austin McBroom out because they had a bet knockout $1 million. The other person owes that person. It was entertaining though.
Yeah, and it is funny because there just has been so much. Like the quote unquote celebrity boxing has picked up so much steam recently that I just feel like every Saturday night there's always something going on.
Lamar
Whether
Odom.
It's UFC, like TikTok YouTubers, like whatever. There's always something now, and seeing like the different productions, you kind of just laugh. You're like, maybe they shouldn't have, gone up against UFC or like they have it on a night where everybody's going to be watching just that. And then what was the last thing I opened, this was when I said celebrity boxing, I opened Twitter Saturday afternoon and was like, I had no idea that this was an event that even happened. I was like, why am I watching a video of Lamar Odom knock out Aaron Carter. Like, is this a fever dream? Like, I was like, how hungover am I? Like, is this a real life video? I was like, this is an event that happened.
That's just like almost sad. Like,
I couldn't believe that I saw the video and was like, this is real life. This happened, and I was like, and nobody talked about it. No, like it just happened, and it was just like
no one was even there.
What was that?
That is on the sadder side of things.
It was
terrible. You got two people that are so washed up. They have so many issues. They're so washed up, and they're fighting each other.
And at least like the TikToks are probably getting millions. Like Bryce Hall, I can't see them making that much money from. Like, how many people are watching Lamar Odom?
I mean, nobody. I didn't even know who knew that was happening.
I didn't know it was happening.
I only saw it afterwards because the main account tweeted the video, and I was like, what world are we living in?
Why in the world is Lamar Odom
Why in the world is Lamar Odom fighting Aaron Carter?
Everybody's just fighting each other.
Lamar Odom is 4 times bigger than Aaron Carter is, and Lamar Odom was like moving in slow motion. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Should I get in the boxing game?
Maybe.
Like girls boxing? I don't know.
Who would you fight?
I have no idea, but I just couldn't be able to lose.
Well, you'd have to start beef with someone.
Right, and I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah,
I would rather commentate it.
That'd be Noah.
Yeah, people would love that, but we would never fight each other. Ever. It would turn ugly.
That would turn ugly. It would literally be the end of our jobs
for
together.
Sure.
We would never work together again.
It would be like, all right, good fight, like after.
No. Absolutely not. I mean, I'm a very competitive person.
She's way too competitive, and
you are too. Kind of,
I absolutely am. Also,
remember the golf? Because I was watching the videos like from LA.
The golf
stuff, like.
That's what I want to watch back. My winning shot.
Oh, yeah, no, that's nice.
It was a good shot.
It was a good shot. But I'm saying we're just.
Did the crowd go wild?
That's just not. It's just not the way that just can't go down like that.
No, absolutely not.
The podcast that would be the end.
Yeah,
I think you two would be fine after.
No,
honestly. Unless one of you went too far, but like if you just won the fight, like
no, you're not gonna get us moving on.
No, I'm not trying. I'm just saying maybe.
Like I wrong. We know ourselves. Mm-hmm. You are wrong.
Okay.
Now his dream's crushed.
I'm just saying that
it's a producer's dream.
It'd be a good fight.
Okay.
Fran has like a longer reach. Rhea has some like fire.
I feel like I have like
Rhea would
just
like hit another level that I would just like honestly forfeit.
I don't think Fran wants that smoke.
Oh, look, you're already talking shit.
I would literally like drop my gloves and be like, I'm out. This was fun. I quit.
That's exactly how it would go.
Yeah.
If you have not gotten your TASER strike light by now, then you are missing out on protecting yourself, your family, your friends, whatever it may be. It's very important to have safe self-defense, and TASER does just that with the TASER strike light. It is a rechargeable flashlight mixed with a stun gun that you can carry around in your bag at all times, and it will repel an attacker whenever you need it. It's non-lethal, and like I said, it's a self-protection device that is small and lightweight enough to carry around in your bag with you. And like I said, it's an easy way to protect yourself. Know that if something happens, God forbid, that you have the TASER in your back pocket, in your bag. Not, you wouldn't literally put it in your back pocket, but you know what I mean. You have it on you to protect yourself just in case. Keep it in your home, whatever it is that you need to feel protected. TASER has you covered, and the TASER Strike Light is available without a permit in most U.S. states. You can get the TASER Strike Light at TASER.com with promo code CHICKS. You could save 15% off now at TASER.com. Promo code CHICKS. Once again, that's spelled TASER, TASER.com. Promo code CHICKS. Restrictions apply, and you could see the site for details. This past weekend, ARod was seen with his ex-wife, Cynthia. Obviously, this had people talking because J-Lo has been out with Ben, who is her ex very often. Things are escalating quite fast. She's wearing a flannel. He was wearing days before. Her mom's
happy.
Yeah, the mom's happy. The kids might be going to school together. LA is calling their names. Things are really going well for Ben and Jen. Now, ARod is posing with his ex-wife. But the thing is, they have kids together, and I feel like he probably has been seen with his ex-wife many of times before, but the only reason people are now writing about it is because it fits the narrative because Jen and Ben have been hanging out.
Absolutely, and I also think ARod is posting it now. Like, I think they were at events together and maybe not sharing it on social media, but now he's very willing to share it on social media. To be honest, I would really love to see, I would just like to be a fly on the wall in his PR meetings, you know? Like where they're all sitting down and they're like, how do we want Alex to look this week? Because I think it's changed. First, it started as like, he's got to be so sad. Remember that the picture came out of him sitting at the restaurant in New York alone? He looked like he was crying by himself at the table. It was like, and then I feel like everyone was like, what the fuck? And they were like, pivot. Don't go sad mode. Because now the headlines are like, ARod, huge grin while out in New York, and now he's with his ex-wife, and they're smiling, and they're working out together, or whatever it is that whatever it was that they were doing. Cynthia is a world-class mommy to our girls. Wrapping ice though, LOL. He wrote on his Instagram story of him wrapping his legs after they were doing a 54-day fitness challenge. I guess Cynthia and their other family members and colleagues all participated in this event, and so they posted some pictures of everybody kind of hanging out together. And like you said, they've got their daughters. I believe ARod also cheated on,
I think,
his
with
ex-wife,
Madonna,
right? That was like the
yeah. ARod's a cheater in all sorts. Oh man,
in all definitions of the word.
I would love to say I'm joking, but I'm not. He's cheated many of times in different aspects of his life.
You're not wrong. You are very not wrong. And I just think that like it's pay a little bit for those who kind of like are really into the whole ARod, Jen, Ben, whatever situation. Just stay locked into like the narrative of what the press is saying about ARod, because it does just make me laugh, because I really feel like the spin, we have done a full spin from where it was like ARod devastated and so sad, and here he is, look at that sad picture of him by himself, and now they're like, things are changing.
I picture ARod staying super tuned into what J-Lo is doing via the media, and I picture J-Lo living her life and people just showing her the articles and whatnot, and her just flipping her hair and moving on. Like, I think ARod is probably focusing so much more on all of this, whereas Jen is happy to be with Ben.
It really, like, I know we've talked about it and I don't want to talk about it more. I will just say, I still can't believe it that they're like together. Like a real couple.
It's shocking.
Like every time I see them, I'm like, these two, Jen and Ben, they're really doing it.
I'm really happy that we get to experience it now, because we were too young to experience it back in the day, where now it makes me happy, even though I have no ties to them, because I was not old enough to know them as a couple before.
I know.
And if you told me Ben Affleck and J-Lo started dating out of nowhere and they never dated in the past, it would also be shocking.
Yeah. Does it all feel very curated to you?
A little bit. I mean, who would? There's so many guys out there. J-Lo just wanted Ben Affleck, and also Ben Affleck hasn't really been on.
Like, he was with Ana de Armas.
Well, like all the press that has come out about Jen and Ben, like the story, like the photos and everything. I just feel like it all.
I thought that was more like J-Lo
put
trying
together
to bury the ARod stuff.
I think she's just trying to bury ARod in general. Yeah. And also the flannel, to me, that's very curated.
Like it's like
wearing the flannel that Ben has been spotted out in. She knows when she's popping that flannel on, people are putting two and two together.
Exactly.
So I think there's a little bit of that, but they really must be enjoying their time together too.
It really is a real thing. Every time I see a picture of them, I'm like, these two, this is real life.
Good for them.
The ABC News special is coming out today about Erika Jayne and Tom Girardi, called The Housewife and the Hustler. Definitely will be tuning in. But if you don't want to, we have a nice little breakdown courtesy of, our friends over at Us Weekly. Honestly, Sarah Huron wrote the article, so thank you, Sarah.
Yes.
we know Sarah. We love Sarah. And so she kind of broke down the whole thing. And let me tell you something. It doesn't look good. It really, really does not look good.
No, sorry.
They featured all these interviews from alleged victims of people who Tom has, taken money from or has not given money back to. They talked about, what they think the divorce actually meant. they said that, here's a quote. While Erica publicly filed for divorce this month on information and belief that divorce is simply a sham attempt to fraudulently protect Tom and Erica's money from those that seek to collect on debts owed by Tom and his law firm, GK. The pair is on the verge of financial collapse and locked in a downward spiral of mounting debts and dwindling funds. Because now it's all like it was announced that Tom's like under a conservatorship now, diagnosed with late onset Alzheimer's and dementia. So it's really kind of taken a very sad, terrible turn. But one man, his name's Joe, his family hired Tom after he was seriously injured in the San Bruno gas pipeline explosion in 2010. And his sister noted that the family thought he could win the case for us, but we didn't know how much of a snake he would be along the way, and that Tom was very comforting when they first met him. That's what their mother said. And then Sarah wrote, after settling the lawsuit against PG&E for their family in 2013, Tom allegedly told the family it would take 3 months to process the funds and asked if they wanted to put the money, which was millions of dollars, in one of his investments. The primary reason I am trying to manage the young man's funds is so that nothing goes wrong, Tom wrote in a letter to the family. In a voicemail, Tom told them he was in their corner and never liked a family more than them. Joe, who claimed Tom treated him like a child and told him he worried about a young person getting too much money at once, subsequently noted that he wasn't getting payments on time and said Tom was hard to get a hold of. He would be like, oh, sorry about that. These things happen. I'll get it to you next week. And half the time the check would come when he'd say so the second time, and half the time it wouldn't. By 2017, he claimed the checks disappeared completely. And after the family filed a lawsuit for their remaining settlement funds, Tom agreed to pay them $12 million, signing a document saying he would make a $1 million payment and a $2.5 million payment a couple of months later. He never got to the second payment. After going back to court, Tom was deposed, and the family is among the first in line to collect their settlement money from the bankruptcy case. So it's just like, I think he just continued to tell people like, oh, you're good. And because Tom's so well connected, these families were stuck. It was like, well, we can't go to the DA. We can't go to the bar. We can't go to the government because Tom's friends with everybody.
How do people think that they are going to get away with this? Because eventually it all comes out. Time and time again, it is proven that if you are doing some scumbag, shady shit, it's going to come out eventually.
Especially
if you're lying to people, cheating, stealing, all of that is going to come to light eventually when people know who you are. People are going to talk. And look, they're talking. It's not good. Yeah. And not good for Erica.
No, and we, if you're watching Beverly Hills right now, like we're just kind of getting to the point where Erica is telling them that she filed for divorce. Like the last episode ended with Erica sending a text message to the girls being like, just want to let you guys know, filed for divorce. And they were all like, what the fuck? Like they had no idea. She obviously keeps everything pretty close-lipped. And you can even just tell in the way Erica's doing her interviews this season that she's just like, no bullshit, like not really letting anything go, being very like short and concise and like not really going into detail about anything. And they always talk about Erica not really sharing that much anyway, but in the special they also showed Tom talking about how like at one point he had $80 million, $50 million in cash, and he said it's all gone, don't have any money. Erica's been subpoenaed. And then there's just like, there's just more and more stories. There's another person that contacted Tom in 2014 after several surgeries for an implant for incontinence. I don't know what this word is. For an implant for incontinence issues after childbirth didn't work and made her sick. They settled the case, but this woman claimed by 2019 she still hadn't seen a penny of the money that they had settled for. And Tom just like is leaving these voicemails like, I'll get it to you, don't worry, I'm working to get these things resolved, and it's just taking a little bit longer, and he's just fucking scamming everyone.
You think if Tom didn't actually scam people and actually did what he said he was going to do, he would be just as successful? Like, yeah, did they ever think about just doing it right?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. And I think that you're right. The big question that everybody has, and who knows if we'll ever really find the answer, is how much did Erica know?
She had to.
what was happening.
In my personal opinion, if you are that tight-lipped about your relationship and things that are going on, then you guys are hiding something of some sort.
Right. So the documentary revealed that Erica's name is listed on Tom Girardi's financial company as his, quote, secretary, with Law 360's features reporter Brandon Lowry noting that raises questions about what she knew, whether she benefited from this, what she's received in that capacity, and inquired the trustees to dig into Erica. Erica's defense is that many of her luxury items were gifts to her and thus separate property from Tom. And that Tom and Erica, they're just like, they've been stuck together in these bankruptcy proceedings. A lot of these debts that they owe in bankruptcy proceedings owe together. Possibly it's going to be hard for her to say that she didn't know that anything was going on.
Yeah, I think it's incredibly hard to say that. And I think that she did know, or maybe she didn't know everything, but she had to have known something was off. Or maybe she didn't really care how money was getting to her. Maybe Tom told her, or you're going to get this money. Don't ask questions.
Right.
And she kind of just was like, okay, and took the money.
And she hasn't legally been charged for anything. So
no, but you have to know to a certain extent that your husband is up to something. Maybe you don't know everything it is, but you know, you're living with that person, you're married to them, you know something's up.
Especially if your husband's like, or if it's kind of like a don't ask questions situation.
Exactly.
Then that automatically means something shady's happening.
For sure. So even if that was the case, don't ask situation, she still knew that there was a bad situation going on.
Yeah. So just hearing from these specific people who, have actually were victims of Tom stealing their money or whatever, the allegedly stealing all their money and not paying them what they were deserved to get. It's just,
I love learning about a good Ponzi scheme. I don't know if this classifies as one, but just the name Ponzi scheme.
Ponzi scheme is definitely a word that sounds like what it is. Like you hear, you're like, damn, you're doing some bad shit.
That was a Ponzi scheme for sure.
Absolutely. So look, the whole documentary, it seems like it really doesn't paint a good light for either of these two people. We'll see it's very interesting to see what happens on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and what Erica shares and doesn't share. But I think she's just going to share nothing. I don't really think we're going to learn anything new.
Unfortunately.
Like I said, we were down the shore this weekend, and Rhea, I gotta tell you, Friday night, Joe put on his Cuts t-shirt, and he got a lot of compliments.
How was he looking?
He was looking good. He got a lot of compliments. It's just like, everyone was like, Joe looks great today. I'm like, yeah, you want to know why? The shirt. It's the shirt. It fits him so perfectly because they've just really created the best way to have like a men's t-shirt, fit the shoulders but not be too long. It falls right in the hip area, and the fabric's amazing, high performance. They look great. Father's Day is almost here. If you need something for your dad or you're looking for something for your husband, Cuts Clothing, highly recommend. They put on that t-shirt and you're like, God, I've never seen you wear a t-shirt so well. It's so nice.
Damn.
Cuts, I know. Cuts combines comfort and class with their premium men's apparel. You can treat the dad in your life to his new favorite clothes. They have universally flattering designs, comfortable textile technology. Cuts is just like the premium line, the nice stuff. They got hoodies, polos, sweatshirts. Their signature buttery soft Pika Pro Tri-Blend tees are fantastic, so soft. They also have cozy Hyperloop French Terry fabric hoodies. They just elevate your wardrobe. And everybody jokes, about stealing your guys' sweatshirts or, making that joke. I'm gonna do it because you want to steal their sweatshirts. You can buy it for yourself if you want. One of the hoodies, they're so great. I have one of them that I love that I was like, I just want this for myself, so I'm going to get one. He'll have a hard time taking off the Cuts clothing because like I just said, you'll always want to borrow them, aka steal them. GQ magazine calls Cuts classic Pika Pro Tri-Blend tee the only shirt worth wearing. So time to find out why. This Father's Day, give dad the gift of something that he'll both feel good and look great in anytime with Cuts Clothing. Plus, you'll get 15% off your first order by going to cutsclothing.com cutsclothing.com/chicks. That's cutsclothing.com/chicks for 15% off the only shirt worth wearing. Little weekend Kardashians update. You know, what in the world are the Kardashians doing this weekend? Since there's just always something. Sunday rolls around, they're always doing something. We had Devin Booker and Kendall Jenner celebrating their 1-year anniversary, getting a little PDA on social media, actually sharing photos with each other. Very, very cute. Amelia Gray celebrated her 20th birthday in Miami with Scott Disick. He got her this big diamond necklace. She was crying. It seemed like a whole thing. Her ass photo was on the side of the cake. And Keeping Up with the Kardashians is officially over. Or at least, you know, we have the reunion coming up, but the series finale aired on Thursday night.
First, I want to apologize if anybody's hearing my sniffling. The allergies are eating me alive.
And I always am sniffling into the mic, I think.
And I think the allergy medicine is hitting me. You know when allergy medicine starts making you feel a little bit dizzy?
Yep.
That's what's happening to me this episode. So I just want to make that clear to everybody. But there was a lot going on. I like to see Kendall Jenner and Devin Booker posting pictures together. It seems like they're really happy together. And I actually
know nothing about them.
Yeah, I respect that they don't post a lot. And then on the 1 year, it seems like they really appreciate each other. I thought that was cute. Amelia Gray, Scott Disick, I'm tired of talking about them, considering like I just don't give a fuck what those two are up to anymore. You know? Go live your life.
Yep.
I want to hear more about Kourtney and Travis. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I don't really care what they're doing. I think that they're just having fun in Miami. Good for them. And for the ending of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, I just think that it wasn't as boom as everyone thought it was going to be, because we got the reunion coming up and we all know that they are going to be coming to Hulu. So it's not saying goodbye to the Kardashians. It is obviously the end of a very important era in our lives.
Yes.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians on E! Changed the reality TV game as we know it forever.
Right.
But it was sad. It was emotional. But we're going to keep seeing them. We know everything about them. We weren't going to talk about them and then said, oh my God, we have to. We got to make one big topic about what they were all doing this weekend, because they're always doing something to talk about. And I think that's always going to be the case. And even if they're not on E! And they don't have Keeping Up with the Kardashians, we're going to hear about them. You know, the producers gave some insight who likes filming the least. It was Kylie. I don't think that was shocking at all. No. But
Kylie showed up late to the final, like they did the family vacation. It was like our last family vacation on the show, and I'm sure Kylie, you know, I'm sure she had something else to do, but like she was not even there the whole time.
Right. I mean, well, Kendall and Kylie, they weren't the key players in Keeping Up with the Kardashians. No. Obviously, they were on ever since they were so young, which looking
that's
back
what they were talking
hilarious.
About. There's like Kylie was like, I don't really remember a time in my life when we weren't doing this show.
Exactly. But for the other ones, they had a whole life before they were the Kardashians, so to speak. So listen, we're never going to get anything less from the Kardashians, even with this show not being on TV and it ending. I am not sad about it because it's not going to stop.
Yeah, I do. And I love this finale format. And I really wish that, I don't know if maybe just because now it feels like Bravo and E! Are kind of not morphing together, but you know, all NBC Universal, and where you kind of see the Andy Cohen overlap now, like Andy Cohen doing some more stuff on E! Than he ever has before. Because, you know, I would say that arguably the best part of all the Bravo shows are the reunions across the board, and you get Andy Cohen involved, you see what's going on. So now that Andy's doing, it seems like, more stuff on E!, they're doing this reunion for Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And now I'm like, oh my God, I wish they did a Kardashians reunion at the end of every season. Why are we only getting this for season 20? There's so much ground to cover, so many things to talk about, but the reunion trailer looks fantastic. That is going to be 10 times better than the series finale episode that we got.
This reunion is going to be so juicy, and that is why I'm actually not mad that they didn't do a reunion at the end of every season, because I feel like we're going to go travel far into the past, and we're going to get some secrets. They're going to reveal secrets, and we're going to get a lot of insight to things that had happened in the past that now they may feel more comfortable speaking on, that they probably wouldn't be like fresh after it happened. You the Tristan and Khloe stuff, probably fresh after that happens. Khloe doesn't want to be talking about it right away, but now that there's time has passed, we're going to hear more about that. We're going to hear about Scott and Kourtney's relationship. It looks so juicy. And Andy Cohen, he doesn't hold back. He asks the good questions because he's allowed to ask the good questions. Like when you put Andy Cohen in the hot seat, or you make him put everyone else in the hot seat, you know that Andy is allowed to ask whatever he wants. Some shit may be cut, but Andy Cohen, he gets to ask the good questions.
Absolutely. And he prefaced it too. Like in the preview, you see him in the dressing room with Kim, and Kim's like, my mom's really nervous. And Andy's like, yeah, I'm ready to talk about all the shit. Like, I'm just like, I'm ready. Let's do this thing. We're going in, and I'm not holding back.
And I also love how, we know that the Kardashians are so open and honest, but they don't shy away from a hard question.
No. And we've never really seen them in a setting like this, like a reunion type setting where they're just getting like questions thrown at them. The only thing I can think of is Kim doing Letterman on Netflix was the only time where I was like, I really feel like we're digging deeper here. So many of the interviews that they do, I sometimes think are pretty surface level, just because
because everybody
can.
And also everybody knows everything about them anyway. So there's nothing really that shocking. Sure. But this, I think we're going to find out some good stuff. I'm excited.
Me too.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Reminder, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, subscribe there as well. We really appreciate that. We appreciate you guys, and we hope you have a great week, and we will talk to you on Wednesday.